Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. How are you all? Now, as you all know from the title of this video that this video is all about this particular palette. This is the CITI mini palette in Graffiti Pop from Maybelline in New York. Without wasting further time, let's just get into this video because I have a lot of stuff to talk about. So yes, let's go. Now, before jumping in, make sure you subscribe to my channel if you like me or you like my videos and press the bell icon to get notified whenever I post a video. Also, follow me on social media. All the details and links are given in the channel art. Press them, you will get redirected, and just follow me everywhere. Okay, so talking about this particular palette, now honestly, my first impression about this particular palette just by looking at it was a little disappointing because you know what, it really showed on Nykaa and what it actually looks in person. These are two extremely different things which I did not like. I'm just going to show you how the colors actually look on Nykaa versus how they actually look in real life, so you can have a better vision of what I saw and how I was disappointed about it, right? So this particular palette actually cost rupees 750 and I got it for 488 rupees because it was on the sale. And by the way, if you haven't seen the sale video, of course I'll link it above, do check that out too. Now this particular palette, of course the whole showstopper for this particular palette is this blue color, and that is the reason why I really got this particular palette. And this blue color is what actually breaks my heart the most because this color looks extremely different from what it was really shown in the picture on Nykaa. This sort of blue color and along with this pink or even this purple, I do have these colors, and would I really spend 500 rupees on this palette, just this tiny palette with 6 colors, just to see that I already have like 3 shades, or even this particular shade is very much available, so I have like 4 shades. I didn't spend my 500 rupees just to see that, to get only 2 new shades, out of which I think this is some sort of a highlighter which I already have in the Wet n Wild and stuff. So of course, just by looking at it, I am kind of disappointed. But nevertheless, of course, we are going to try it. Maybe this is extremely different than the other colors. It might be the most pigmented, or maybe when I put it on the lid, it does come out a little different. So yes, that is something we will see soon. Now, another thing about this palette which I would like to say is that this particular palette actually has 6 shades. You can see 2-3 of them are a little dull colors and 3 of them are the bright pink colors, the brighter colors. Now for me it's very easy to use all these 6 colors on just in one makeup tutorial, and I can really do that, and that is not a big deal. We can test all the 6 colors in just one go, which is not bad at all, right? But I actually wanted to have a little twist in this thing. I wanted to see how the brand is actually endorsing this particular palette, right? So I checked on Nykaa, I checked on Maybelline, and actually they both have the same stuff. It's just that copy paste thing on Nykaa. The Maybelline website just has its normal usual stuff, and it only says that it is a CITI mini palette just to get the look from the New York streets, New York City streets and all that stuff. So it isn't anything I would say amusing or something different. And what the theme was in my mind was, maybe we can try the 3 colors differently and 3 colors differently, like 2 different on 2 different eyes. But that was not how the brand is endorsing this particular thing. What I've really seen from the pictures, how they are actually selling this particular palette, this particular shade in Graffiti Pop, they only have like these 2 or 3 3 colors that really stands out, and specifically this blue color is what really stands out for the crowd. So this palette is extremely based on this particular blue color, and this is the reason why I bought this palette, of course. So to me, this blue color is the only thing I really need to try. So I don't know what I really need to try or what I should be doing with this particular palette, but yes, we will see this as we dive into. So I have already done my eyebrows. You can see this concealer already. So let me prime my lids and then let's see what we are going to do with this particular palette. Okay, so what I've really decided is I have to use all the 6 colors. That is very obvious for me because I have to. So starting off with this particular shade first. This is the transition shade, I suppose, because this is the nudist color in this palette and only this can be used as transition shade. So yeah, let's do that as a transition. Oh, did you see, can you just see that one swipe and the color? Okay, and along with putting it, I am just trying to blow it out all over the crease, blending it at the same time. Did you see that? It blended like magic. This looks so perfect, and I can't really tell you how beautiful this is looking right now. I think I'll start with this particular pink color, taking it on my crease brush. Let's see if the colors have like a pop of color. I mean, that is the real thing to see. So I'm just putting it over the crease, over here. Okay, so this color is extremely, I would say, on the baby pink color kind of side. It's not showing up the way it should. Okay, we'll move into another color. I'll move into this particular purple color, which I suppose is actually pigmented because, of course, the brush is good coated. So we'll put it the same way, place where we put the pink. So let's see if this one works. That is a little black. I wasn't expecting it to be this colored. Let me use this pink color and, rub this in. This color sort of disappeared and it looks very muddy over here. I need to blend this out, dude. Can you see this color almost got erased? There is no color over here. And this looks muddy. Dude, I don't like this. Okay, I just don't like this. I'm trying this particular brush, just the same one they will have given me. And I'm actually using both of them because I'm dead. I was actually expecting this to be like a really, I don't know what I was really expecting. At least this could have been a little more vibrant. If this was the smokier one, at least this could have been the vibrant one. But unfortunately, that is not how it is. So yes, let's just move into the blue color. What else can I really ask for right now? So yeah, I'll move into the blue color and we are going to put it on the crease. The brush is well coated. It looks good. Let me blend it with the pink and the transition shade, both these shades, and let me blend it over here. About these colors that I don't really like is they do give a lot of color in the first swipe, but as you work through them they lose their color, which is not something I see in many palettes. I mean, I have used dupe for many palettes and they have not been like this. And this is of course the original palette from a big company like Maybelline. So this is kind of shocking and it does have some fallout. This color is very beautiful, to be honest. It is more on the sea green kind of side, and honestly I felt I did not have this color. I had this color, but no, I don't, and I absolutely love this color, but the way this color is behaving, the way it's losing all of its intensity as I'm working through it is disappointing me really, really bad. I am just working on it and only working on it, and still after a while it loses all its intensity, and that is really bad. Let me go with the setting spray. I mean, let's just see if at least that could fix the matter. I want this color to work out no matter what, dude. I have put my bets on this palette. I've put my trust on this palette. This particular color, I need it to work. Now, exactly where the colors are meeting, it looks very bad. It looks extremely black. We work with this minty color. That's the only color left in the palette which has any sort of color to it. Let's see, we'll work our fingers, then with our brush and then our fingers. The thing about this palette is you put your first swipe and you are shook. You are shook to the core. It always looks like, wow, this color is extremely pigmented. It's a beautiful palette. Then as you work through the palette, the color just lose their intensity. They lose their mind and they're like, no, we don't want to work anymore. And then suddenly they just sink. It's only a roller coaster down, right downhill from there, which is weird. And I don't know. I think the way it is actually priced at, I mean 750 rupees. By the way, I'm taking it on my setting spray. So to have that intensity. I mean, the way it has been priced, the price of this palette isn't like 200 rupees or 250 rupees. It's not even under 500, it's 750 rupees. And honestly, to me, in that particular price point, when you say like 750 rupees, it should work like 750 rupees. I mean, I have palettes, that cost half of the price, but they work 10 times better than this, which is extremely bad. I'm taking this particular color with this particular color and we are just going to put it over here. So of course I'll put the winged eyeliner, I'll do the base makeup, and then I'll be back and we'll move into the lower lash line. That's all I can say for right now. I have done almost everything now. But I'm not sure what colors I'm going to go for. I'll start with this shade only because this is the smokier shade. Let us see if it works for the lower lash line at least. So yes, stamping it and smudging it. Okay, now let me say this, smudged like this, or the way I'm using this particular color, this looks pretty good. Can you see? It does look pretty good and it has pulled the look together. The ones given in this palette, according to what is really given in this palette, they have only used this particular color on the lash lines, over here and over here. It's given only for, the lash line as a smudger line around the eye kind of thing. Maybe this is the reason why this color is included. Maybe this is the color you need as your smudger. Maybe I was just using it all wrong. This particular highlighting color, and I think I'll also have hand swatches to see how this works. Oh wow, this is pretty intense. Also, I'll put it in the inner corner. Dude, did you see that? It's blinding. Gorgeous, yeah. This is really gorgeous. So the only thing is left is this particular portion, and I think it would be fair enough if we give another chance to this particular color, because this is the only color that has been suffering now. Okay, we need at least 2/4 of this to make it pop out. Do you see? Now it has started to show up, and even then it's not like, okay, extremely beautiful or extremely there. So yes guys, this is the final look. I have done everything from mascara to the eyelashes, falsies and everything, and this is how it looks at the end. If you can see, it turned out pretty well. I won't say I'm disappointed. I think I still have like mixed feelings about it. So yeah. So I think before really having a final verdict about it, I think we should have like some swatches for some colors that I feel are pretty beautiful. Especially for this one. I mean this color, oh my god. Can you see the way this shimmers? Oh, it's pretty intense. Then I would like to have one for this mint blue color because it looks pretty beautiful to me. Okay, so this is pretty subtle. It does not show up the way it should in the very first try, but again it has a sheen to it. This is the same as a highlighting color, which is actually minty in color, but it has a reflex to it, a satin shade, and I think this is hell pigmented. This is more pigmented than the pink, which is pretty good. Then coming to the pink color, which is more like a purple color, which does not have anything to it. Now this particular pink color, this is the color. Yes, so it is not as intense as this. It is less intense. So yes, that is the tea. I think this color needs a swirl on its own, and yes, that is how this color looks. And you know, when you blend it, it looks like this. So this is another pretty color, but somehow loses intensity when you work with a brush. That is another thing. And the final color is this. So my final verdict about this palette is that you know, honestly, I'll be very honest, if you are a person who has a lot of money, who doesn't really care, who doesn't give a shit about the cost, you know, who is more like that, you know, that I only want brands and I can spend as much money as I can, I would say this is a fine palette. Do get that, you know, do go for that. But you know, if you are a person who wants to shop but does not want to spend a lot of money, you know, just for the sake of a brand, you know, for people who are more like if I buy something, I need to get my money out of it, this is not a palette for you. I would really say this. I recommend not to buy this palette unless it is on a sale. You know, I think this palette for 500 rupees is fine, but 750 is overpriced. So if you get this palette on sale, I would say yes, do buy it. It's not that bad. I think you can get your money out of it somehow, only the sale money, not the original price, but the sale money. Yes guys, this is it for today's video. If you like this video, then please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And I'll meet you in the next video. Bye bye.